So do you also still add the Facebook lead details manually in your Airtable base? Then give me 10 minutes and I'll show you how you can do this without any manual intervention. So hello all, welcome back to Pably, and in this video we are going to understand how to log Facebook ad leads in Airtable instantly. So like you, I also use Facebook ads to get more leads for my own business, and now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new lead from Facebook, I want to add the lead details into my Airtable base, that too without any manual intervention. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Facebook and Airtable, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pably Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So let's begin and create a connection between Facebook ads and Airtable. So to do this, I'm going to open a new tab and search for the landing page of Pably Connect by typing pably.com/connect in my browser. And now I'm going to open the landing page of Pably Connect, and using Pably Connect we're going to create this amazing automation. But before we move on further and create this automation, I'll show you something very helpful. This is the Pably community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Pably community is a space where users share their ideas, workflow tips, doubts and solutions. So if you're stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out and join the community today. So let's go back towards the landing page of Pably Connect and create this automation. For that, we have two options on the landing page of Pably Connect. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I am an existing user, so I'm going to click on this button which says sign in. And now it is opening all Pably apps, and over you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pably. But in today's video, we are going to use Pably Connect because we are connecting different applications. So let's click on this access now right over here to access my Pably Connects account, and now it is opening the dashboard of my Pably Connects account. And to get started, we have to click on this button which says create workflow. It is asking me to select the workflow builder, the new one or the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand is stable, has a familiar approach and ideal for those who want to try it and test its setup. So you can use any one from this. I'm going to use this new one, so let's go towards the select of the new one. For the workflow name, I'm going to enter the name of my workflow as log Facebook ad leads in Airtable instantly. For the folder, I'm going to select my folder which is automations. On my dashboard, you can see multiple folders which I have already created, in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can go towards this create new folder button and create your own. After entering this workflow name and selecting the folder, we have to click on this button which says create. And once we click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger starts the process and the actions are results towards the same. So to get started, we have to click on this add trigger button, and now for the trigger application we have to search for Facebook lead ads and select it. For the trigger event, we have to keep it as new lead instant because we want to instantly capture the new lead details, and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between Facebook lead ads and Pably Connect, we have two options: add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already created a connection between Facebook lead ads and Pably Connect, you can go towards this select an existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with Facebook lead ads. It is asking me to click on this continue. So you must be wondering how I got directly on this page. So I have already logged in my Facebook account. That's the reason that directly it is asking me to click on this continue. But if you haven't logged in your Facebook account prior starting to this automation, first it is going to ask you for the credentials of your Facebook account, and once you log in your Facebook account, then only going to see this page. So I'll advise you log in all your applications before starting with the automation. It makes the procedure easy. And as you can see that now what we have to do is we have to simply click on this button which says continue, and once we click on this continue, you're going going to see that with this, our Facebook lead ads account will be connected with Pabbly Connect. So it was very easy because I have already logged in my Facebook account, and now you can see this connection is successful. Now we have to select the page name and select the lead gen form. So as you can see, the name of my page is Digital Dynamics. So let's select Digital Dynamics right over here. For the lead gen form, we have to select it as the form for which we want to create this automation. So I want to create this automation only for a particular form, which is lead ads form. So I'm going to select the same. If you wish to create this automation for all your lead gen form, you can select all lead gen forms or any another desired form. I'm going to select my desired form and move on further. We have to turn on this simple response button. It is really important to turn on this simple response button so that we can receive the response in the simpler format. Alright, now let's click on this save and send test request, and once we click on this save and send test request, it has turned into waiting for webhook response. So we have to capture this webhook response by doing a test submission. Alright, so let's open a new tab and search for Meta for Developers, and we have to open the landing page of Meta for Developers to do this test submission. We have to go towards this resources and then developer tools, and we're going to look for lead ads RTO debug tool, and I am going to open this lead ads RTO debug tool. And yes, now it is opening my lead ads testing tool. Now we have to select the page and the form. So let's select the page as Digital Dynamics. For the form, I'm going to select the same form which I selected in my workflow. Now for the product, we have to keep it as lead retrieval and click on this preview form. So now we're going to create a test lead with the test details. So let's say someone sees my ad on their Facebook page and they are interested and they fill in this lead gen form. So we're going to see that automatically the lead details get added in Airtable or not. But before that, first we're going to do this test submission and create the connection between Facebook lead ads and Airtable, and then only the details can be added in Airtable directly. So first, let's fill in this form. I'm going to enter all of my details. As you can see that these are the details, and after entering all of these details, we have to click on this continue and then submit. And once we click on this submit, yes, you can see with this we have successfully submitted this form. So now let's open our workflow, and Pabbly is going to capture the response of the same test submission over here as the webhook response. So we just have to wait for a few seconds till Pabbly is capturing this webhook response, and then we're going to add that details of our new lead into our Airtable base. So yes, you can see that Pabbly has successfully captured the webhook response. We're going to see the first name, last name, email, phone number, company name, best time to contact, and the service of interest. And now I'm going to add these details in my Airtable base. For that, I'm going to click on this add new action step, and now for the action application, I'm going to search for Airtable. So let's search for Airtable and select it. For the event, we have to keep it as create record and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between Airtable and Pabbly Connect, again we have two options. So if you've already created a connection between Airtable and Pabbly Connect, you can go towards the select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now we have to click on this connect with Airtable. And once we click on this connect with Airtable, Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. So you have two options. Either you can give the permissions for all the bases, which is the current bases and the future bases you're going to create in your Airtable account, or else if you wish to give a permission for a particular base, you can add the base over here and give the permission for a particular base. I am going to give the permission for a particular base, which is new leads, and this is the base in which I want to add the lead details. So I'm going to select the same base and click on this grant access. If you want to give the permission for all your bases, you can select add all resources and click on grant access. With this, we have successfully created a connection between Airtable and Pabbly Connect. Now we have to select the base name and the table name in which we want to add the lead details. And after selecting this one by one, we have to add the lead details, but we are not going to add the lead details manually by typing it like this, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So one by one, I'm going to map the details from the response of my previous step which I want to add in Airtable. And after mapping these details, it is saying enable typecasting. So if typecasting is enabled, it allows you to forcefully create an option with the passed value in multiple choice type fields. So if you wish, you can definitely enable it. If you have multiple choice type fields in your base, then you can definitely enable it. I'm going to keep it as false and click on this save and send test request. And once we click on this save and send test request, we have received the positive response that we have successfully created a new record in this base. So let's open our Airtable and we're going to refresh this base. Let's refresh this and we're going to check that the new lead details have been added or not. And as you can see, the new lead details have been added. You're going to see the same first name, last name, company name, email, and the phone phone number. And now with this, we have successfully completed our workflow, but now I'm going to test this workflow in real time. And what we have to do is we have to open our lead ads testing tool, delete the previous lead and refresh the page. It is really important to delete the previous lead and refresh the page, otherwise you will not be able to create a new lead. So we have to create a new lead. For that, I'm going to select the same page, form, product, and click on this preview form. Now let's fill in this form once again with the new lead details. For the first name, I'm going to keep it as dummy this time. For the last name, I'm going to keep it as lead only. For the email address, I'm going to keep the email address as dummy@pablitudes.com. Then we're going to move in further and enter the rest of the details too. We're going to check that the lead details are getting added in our Airtable base automatically or not. So as you can see, I'm going to now enter the company name and click on this continue and then submit. And as you can see, we have successfully sent this test lead. So now let's open our Airtable. And as you can see, when we open our Airtable, you're going to see the details have been added: the first name, last name, company name, email, and the phone number. So these details are exactly the same details which we entered during our test submission. And now this is going to run perfectly fine for real leads too. Whenever my lead fill in this lead gen form, automatically the details will be added in this Airtable base. All of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. For your reference, I'll add the workflow link in the description box below. You can check out my workflow and create this amazing automation for your own business too. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. And now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.